Remember this sound? For a time, it was the soundtrack to power, productivity, and a world on the go. BlackBerry wasn't just a phone, it was a phenomenon, a status symbol, an indispensable tool for millions. But how did a company that once dominated the mobile landscape with its devices in the hands of presidents and celebrities fall so spectacularly from grace? This is the epic and ultimately tragic story of BlackBerry. Our story begins not in a gleaming Silicon Valley campus, but in Waterloo, Ontario, Canada, in 1984. That's where two visionary engineers, Mike Lazaridis and Douglas Freegan, founded Research in Motion, or RIM. Initially, RIM was a software and computer science consulting firm. But their true passion lay in wireless data communication. In an era dominated by one-way pagers, RIM saw a different future. They became pioneers in two-way wireless data transmission. This foundational work led to their first truly groundbreaking product in 1996, the RIM Interactive Pager 900. It featured a QWERTY keyboard, a revolutionary concept for a portable communication device at the time, and could send faxes and emails. The turning point came with the arrival of Jim Balsillie in 1992. A sharp business mind, Balsillie joined as co-CEO, investing his life savings. Together, Lazaridis' engineering brilliance and Balsillie's business acumen formed a formidable duo, setting the stage for what would become BlackBerry. In 1999, the world met the device that would change everything, the BlackBerry 850. The name, supposedly, was inspired by the keyboard's resemblance to BlackBerry fruit droplets. What made it revolutionary was push email. Instead of constantly polling for new messages, emails arrived instantly, as soon as they were sent. For business professionals, this was a game changer. Suddenly, the office was truly in their pocket. The BlackBerry 957, launched in 2000, was RIM's first device marketed as a smartphone. But it was the BlackBerry 5810 in 2002 that truly solidified its position, as it was the first BlackBerry capable of making calls. Its secure email, reliable network, and iconic physical keyboard made it the indispensable tool for executives, lawyers, and politicians. Its network even remained intact during the 9/11 attacks when other systems failed, cementing its reputation for reliability and security. By the mid-2000s, BlackBerry wasn't just for business. The launch of BlackBerry Messenger, BBM, in 2005 took the world by storm. BBM offered free, instant messaging with read receipts and strong encryption, years before WhatsApp or iMessage. The catch? You could only message other BlackBerry users. This created a powerful, almost cult-like ecosystem, leading to the nickname Crackberry due to its addictive nature. From Wall Street to Hollywood, the BlackBerry was a status symbol, a must-have device. By 2009, RIM was even named Fortune's fastest-growing company. At its peak in 2010, BlackBerry boasted 41 million subscribers worldwide and held over 40% of the US smartphone market. Then, on January 9, 2007, a seismic shift occurred. Steve Jobs unveiled the original iPhone. It was a device unlike anything the world had seen, a full touchscreen, intuitive interface, and a focus on multimedia and the internet. BlackBerry's response? A mixture of dismissiveness and disbelief. Mike Lazaridis and Jim Balsillie famously underestimated the threat. They saw the iPhone as a niche consumer toy, lacking the enterprise-grade security and productivity features that were BlackBerry's bread and butter. They clung to their belief in the physical keyboard and push email as superior. This was a fatal miscalculation. BlackBerry's attempts to compete were often ill-conceived and poorly executed. The BlackBerry Storm, their first full touchscreen device launched in 2008, was a disaster. Plagued by software bugs, a clickable screen that felt awkward, and a lack of Wi-Fi on the first model, it alienated users and tarnished the brand's reputation. While Apple's App Store launched in 2008 and Google's Android ecosystem began to explode with thousands, then millions, of third-party applications, BlackBerry lagged woefully behind. Their app world offered a limited selection, struggling to attract developers who flocked to the more lucrative and larger iOS and Android platforms. The walled garden of BBM, once a strength, became a weakness as cross-platform messaging apps like WhatsApp gained dominance. The company's decline was swift and brutal. BlackBerry's market share plummeted from over 40% in 2010 to single digits within a few years. Internal issues compounded the external pressures. The dual CEO structure, once seen as a strength, became a source of indecision and slow execution in a rapidly evolving market. In 2011, BlackBerry launched the Playbook tablet, a desperate attempt to enter a new market. It was released without a native email client, a stunning oversight for a company built on email, further eroding user trust. In a last-ditch effort, BlackBerry revamped its operating system, launching BlackBerry 10 in 2013. While technologically impressive in many ways, it was too little, too late. The market had moved on. Consumers were deeply entrenched in the iOS and Android ecosystems, and BlackBerry 10 simply couldn't compete with the vast app selection, user experience, and consumer momentum of its rivals. The pressure was immense. In 2012, co-CEOs Mike Lazaridis and Jim Balsillie stepped down, marking the end of an era. John Chen took the helm in 2013, tasked with the near-impossible mission of turning the company around. By 2016, the writing was on the wall. BlackBerry officially announced it would stop designing and manufacturing its own smartphones, effectively ending an era. The company pivoted dramatically, shifting its focus from hardware to software and services, leveraging its historical strengths in security and enterprise solutions. Today, BlackBerry Limited is a very different company. It's a leader in cybersecurity, providing software and services to governments and enterprises worldwide. Its QNX operating system, once the foundation for its mobile devices, now powers millions of cars and embedded systems globally, playing a critical role in the burgeoning Internet of Things. While the iconic physical keyboard phones occasionally reappear through licensing agreements with other manufacturers, the BlackBerry, as we knew it, the dominant force in mobile, is gone. The story of BlackBerry is a potent cautionary tale in the fast-paced world of technology. It highlights several critical lessons: that underestimation and complacency, that odd cast, the vital importance of adaptation and innovation, and the power of ecosystems. BlackBerry built an empire on innovation and security, revolutionizing how we communicate. But in a world where innovation is relentless, even the most formidable empires can crumble if they fail to adapt. The ghost of the Crackberry serves as a powerful reminder in technology. Standing still means falling behind. If you remember your first BlackBerry, or if this story surprised you, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into tech history. I always want to value every moment you spend with me.